I want to announce a little bit of a change in the Spring Portrait Painting Challenge. Just to give you a heads up, want to let you know that the reference image is changing, or actually it has been changed. We had some people, this is kind of the background story, we had some people that had some objections to the image as it was, just some concerns about, the shoulder being exposed, and then the fearful expression in the little girl's face. And so they brought it to my attention in a very kind way, in a very sweet way. And I just thought, this is something I really should consider, I should think about. And I prayed about it and I asked God, what should I do? And I remembered this verse, this passage in the book of Corinthians in the New Testament, where Paul the Apostle said, you should do whatever you can to accommodate the sensitivities of those who might feel differently than you. And and that's really the thing. We have so many freedoms in this world, but we do need to think about those who have different opinions, different views. And if we can make accommodations that will help them, why not? That's what I thought. If I can make an accommodation for people that looked at this image and thought, it just looks a little risque, or it just portrays this girl in a negative light, and they didn't have a good feeling about painting it. Why would I want to, you know, have them feel negatively while they're trying to paint a portrait? I don't want to do that to somebody. So I thought, you know what, I could make a change and make a change for the better and use artistic license. So obviously I could have done it in the painting process, but I thought it would be better to do it to the reference photo, make this change so that people will know exactly what the portrait should look like when it's done, and they'll have that in the reference photo. So I set about doing that on Photoshop. I'm going to show you really quick what I did on Photoshop. I'll pull up my screen. And so this is what the reference image looks like with the changes. Now I'm going to show you what it looked like before. Okay, so this is the existing image as it was. And you can see, she looks kind of fearful, and, her shoulders exposed. And some people had issues with that. But I started making changes. I started with the eyebrow, bringing that down a little bit lower. And then started making some changes to the mouth. So I used the warp tool and just basically expanded her mouth out a little bit and stretched that a bit, and started adding some nuances to her eyes, basically making them look a little more relaxed, positioning them around a bit differently, lifting up the lower eyelid fold. There's just some really neat things you can do with Photoshop, minimizing the reflection a bit to suggest that her eyelashes are casting a bit of a shadow over her eye, and so the reflection would be quite as bright. Puffed out her cheek a little bit, which is what happens as we smile. Change the eyebrow a little bit, altered that, lowered that eyebrow down, and then I increased the highlight on her forehead a bit. And so with that, we have a different version. Now, then I did need to go in and change her clothing on her shoulder as well. And so what I did is I basically just cut and pasted part of her clothing using the lasso tool. And I just resituated it up and then did some erasing to get rid of the edges, soften that up a little bit, and basically ended up with this. And this would be the final version. So you can see what it looks like now. This is before the changes, and then this is with the changes. Photoshop can do some amazing things, and I actually have a course on make your reference photos fantastic with Photoshop. But anyway, was able to use Photoshop to make some changes to this girl, and I had a great response. Many people emailed me back saying they like this new version so much better. And there are some people that didn't object to the original version of the photo. But when I emailed them, they said they did have some issues with it. They just didn't contact me about it, but they liked this one so much better. Of course, we had a few people that preferred the old version, but I would say they were in the minority. Most people do like this new version here. And this is the one we're going to paint for the challenge. So I have the new reference photo available. If you register for the challenge, I can show you how to do that here on my screen. You would just go to realisticacrylic.com. And actually, if you even just go to realisticacrylic.com, it shows up on the top of my website here. Take the acrylic portrait painting challenge, learn more, and that'll take you to the challenge. The direct link is realisticacrylic.com/spring-acrylic-portrait-painting-challenge. And you can go there and you can sign up and get my supplies list, the palette guide, the reference photo, the masterclass video lessons all sent to you, some other bonus videos as well. Or actually, I'm sorry, some bonuses in terms of being able to put your name in the hat and potentially win my membership, my all access membership. In my all access membership, that is where I do have some bonus videos that I won't have in the challenge, but we will have this 8 step-by-step masterclass video lessons there for you, and it'll be about 5 to 8 hours worth of video instruction to really help you paint a portrait you can be proud of. So you can register for the challenge, and it is free to join, and I'll send you the new reference images and everything else you need. A link to our Facebook group if you're not already a part of that. You have a community of people that will be able to encourage you, cheer you on, answer your questions, and help you paint this portrait as successfully as possible. So I'd love to have you be part of the challenge. Go ahead and register here, and I will be teaching you how to paint a portrait you can be proud of. First lesson, as I record this video, first lesson comes out tomorrow. That would be Thursday, April 1st. And then we'll be diving into the actual sketching or gridding process on Saturday, followed up by sketching on Monday. And that's as I record this. If you're watching this, much later, you can still take the challenge. The lessons are going to stay up. They're not going anywhere. So go ahead and participate in the challenge, even if it's summer or fall or winter. We'd love to have you be a part of it and learn how to paint a portrait you can be proud of. Just like to bless you with that, and look forward to teaching you soon. All right. So God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.